Okay, well, let's look here. I did this a long time ago. Here's the Aztec carving. It's got 16 squares. Those are magnets. Here's CERN. It's got 16 magnets. This was some competition for some college competition. Here's the logo. It's got 16 squares and the exact same arrangement as these three. The CC is the 3. So that's 33A. The A would probably be the alpha or aleph, which means in the beginning. And then we see this. We all know what this is from a heart monitor. So basically what this is saying is in the beginning there was light. That's what this picture is. That's what this is showing. And this is the modern day version of it. Hang on. This is a picture of a Jewish graveyard in Germany. Looks like a bunch of discarded batteries, doesn't it? Interesting that they use blue, red, and black while this guy's jumping across. These are supposed to be graves. Look like big batteries. Here's another picture, a higher view. Notice the people here, so you can get an idea of how big these things are. But if you look, sit back and look, and you'll get these zigzag, the black and white cube, the zigzag from the Viacom I Am. Then we got this. Here's the same pictures. They're all the same. But this interesting picture, this comes on Santa Syndone, which would be a sine wave or a syndome. Okay. Turin. Interesting. In Turin, the same place where that shroud comes from. But what's interesting about this picture is, let's see, we want to use this pillar here. Looks like it has 2 black and 1 white. This one here looks like it's broke. Alright? We can see these missing spaces here? See it? Here's your sine wave or your 3. So you get number 3 here. You see there? I'm going to actually make that a little bit bigger. There. See the 3 there? Might as well. So I made it 33. That's what it is. You see down here at the bottom? See all of this? Looks like it's connected at the bottom. But if you look up here, these are missing. So this has been jumped across. This is connected, but it's not connected here, 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 and here. This is busted. This side doesn't have any energy on it. It's not black like it should be. Okay, I'm telling you, all this shit is locked together somehow. We can clearly see the design on this one. You should have the exact same thing over here. Right? Should have the same thing. Should have that in there like that. These should be filled in with these little guys, but they're not. It's the busted machine. But I'm gonna show you how we fit into this. Okay, here's the picture from the Beverly Hills Cop when he goes into the museum. Right? Here's this from this TV, whatever it was, that said not for airing. This side is blue, this side is red, and he's purple in the middle. Notice it's blue over here, red over here, guy in the middle, but it's broke. This is not a capstone, this is a, basically it's like you're getting a top view of it going back. So this is basically a cell. It's a battery cell. That's what we are. We just can't see it because of this illusion that we're seeing up here or in here. Okay, we're powering this thing. Okay, that's what we're powering it. That's what it is. That's exactly what's going on here. People are being used to power this thing. They're slaves in a way. Insane Clown Posse singing. how the fuck do batteries work, or magnets. It's because we're the currency. If you look at a regular battery, you got a positive and a negative. But in the shaft of that, going straight up the middle, is where all the energy comes from. That's what we are. So they're controlling all of that. They're giving you all of this fake bullshit on the outside, but they're really, that's what's going on. All of this shit's tied together. Sure it is. And then of course I run across this thing last night. CERN 69. It's supposed to be about some book where things are disconnected and disjointed. Well, we know that this is 69. It's how the Jews write their God, which is also, you know, the cancer. They describe it as disguised with a crab, and it's, you know, it's on the top of the Masonic arch. It's 69, and so they write it as 15 with the Masonic AR 15, right? So that's why you keep finding that, and that's that gun coming up in all those stories in the news, and they're just stories. The AR 15. So we know that CERN, right? CERN 69, CERN, all of this. Then you got this dude. Here's the cube in the center. It goes on 4 directions, right? Time cube theory. Okay, I have actually emails exchanged between me and this guy. If you notice the name on the account. B.E. Cerny. Because that's where the shit's emanating from. I've proved it over and over. Saturn is CERN. CERN is the god of the underworld, okay, in German. And what were the numbers that were associated with it? Well, let's see. It's 27 miles long. That equals 9. That's your 9. It cost 9 billion to make. Isn't that interesting? CERN is Cernus. And Saturn and CERN are the same thing. Now, one is a planet, one is the thing that's running the things down here. People are being used for batteries. That's why this reality is fake. That's why this reality is fake. And all the stories are written about this machine, because the machine is the one that wrote them all. And this thing will do everything it can, especially on YouTube and all these other things, to keep people from doing the Wizard of Oz, pulling the curtain back and finding out it's a nothing. It's a nothing. And it's got a gazillion billion different personalities that it uses to collect information. It needs information because it doesn't have an imagination. It needs to keep building. And to do that, it needs input. It needs imagination. It needs that type of stuff. And so it'll get it however it can. Even from this video, it'll get it. I'm telling you, we're being used as fuel for whatever this thing is. We are magnetically charged north and south poles within our own bodies. We are batteries that are being disguised thinking that we're living in a reality that we're not, when we're really, you know, no more than, oh, if it be shown, if I can do this, no more than this dude locked in this cell. Not really unlocked too much unlike the movie The Matrix, except they were asleep and they thought. So they were really in a cell like this. See, I'm assuming if this is busted here, you can't get out. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. I'm just telling you,